Hello, welcome to Wednesday's functional fitness class. Right, I'm going to assume that new people are watching this. I have to do that every week. If you are new, you'll need a chair, a fairly sturdy one, and a band if you have one. If you haven't got one, it doesn't matter. You can just do the movements without the band. It's only 2 exercises where I think we use the band anyway. The rest is just body weight exercises. If you want to buy a band and you're unsure which type to buy, I've got a separate video about buying bands, so have a look for that, and that'll tell you. Okay, the class is in 3 parts. There's a warm-up, the main body of the exercise, and then there's stretching at the end. It should be within everybody's capability. If you're new to exercise, I'm just going to put this down a little bit. If you're new to exercise and you can't do, we do 10 repetitions of each exercise. If you can't do the 10 reps, that's absolutely fine. Do 1, at least give it a go anyway. So do 1, 3, 5, whatever, because the aim is to do 10. If you can do 10 easily, maybe give it a bit more welly, or you can, yes, just do it a bit more vigorously. You can always ramp it up or tone it down according to your capability. Right, we're going to start. I'm not going to witter on for too long because I really don't like videos where people witter on for too long. I'm just going to put this down a wee bit more. So we're going to start the warm-up, and we just start walking on the spot, just nice and gently. You don't need to give it any welly. If you can, do it on your toes. If you can't, absolutely fine. Give your arms a slightly exaggerated swing so that you are mobilizing the shoulders, because warming up is getting the muscles warm, getting the blood flowing to the muscles, but also getting the joints warm, because you've got fluid in the joints, synovial fluid, and when it gets warm, it gets thinner, like oil does in a car, and helps to lubricate the joint. So we want to do the joints and the muscles. So we'll just do this for a few more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Fabulous. Right. We're going to do quite a lot of work on the shoulder joints, because they need to be nice and supple. So put your hand on your shoulder and make your arm like a wing, and it's sticking out at 180 degrees. Imagine you've got a pencil sticking out your elbow, and we're going to do 5 big circles back. Draw a big circle on an imaginary wall with a pencil. 3, 4, 5, and then 5 forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the other one. So back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The next one we're going to do is crossing our arms. If you can, get your hands at your arms at shoulder height. If you can, cross them so that your elbows are above each other. But if you can only go to there, just do what you can. I'm going to start like this, and we're just going to go back, and then I'm going to alternate which arm goes on top. You don't have to. 2, 3, nice and controlled. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can hear the dog. He's coming down. 10. There's nothing out there. Shh. He's heard something outside, so he needs to come down. There might be people being foolish enough to walk on his street. Anyway, he's coming down to give them a piece of his mind. Quiet. Right, that's put me off my stride a little bit. What we're going to do is we're going to do a little routine. We've got 4 exercises, and they're really good for. There are 4 exercises for warming up exercises. We're still warming up, and they're really good for coordination, strength, balance, and flexibility. So we'll do them one at a time, and then we'll put them all together. So I'm going to start by just doing a heel dig, just like that. And at the same time, anchor your elbows, and we're going to do a bicep curl with the opposite arm. So with this one, you're having to concentrate on what your arms and what your legs are doing. So you make sure you're doing opposite arm and leg. For those of you who've been with me a long time, do you remember when I got the dog? He was just a tiny puppy. 3, 2, 1. Next one we're going to do is just a step to the side. And you're going to have prayer hands, and you're going to, as your leg goes out, you're going to push your arms out. With this one, try and keep any of the exercises that you're doing. Try and keep your knees pointing forward. Just imagine you've got headlights on your knees and on your pelvis, actually. You want to keep them facing forward. So 3, 2, 1. Try and do, when you're doing your hands, try and do full range of movement. Don't take them to there. Try and get them straight. Next one we're going to do is stepping back. Just a step back. At the same time, you're going to push your hands out. Okay, so they're going straight out like that as your leg goes back. Again, imagine the headlights on your knees. Oops, I'm a bit wobbly today. Spread your hands out like that. I mean, give your hands a bit of a workout as well. 3, 2, 1. And finally, I'm going to just do a little tap. This routine, you can actually, if you don't have much time, you could just do this during the day because it warms you up. It's good for all the aforementioned things that I mentioned. Just swing your arms. Yeah, so if you don't have time for a full workout, I've got some short videos up that you can do. But you could just do this. I can't remember if this one is here or not. I think it might be as a standalone video. 3, 2, 1. It's very good for you to try and remember the sequence. If you're exercising and you're having to use your brain as well, it's been shown to help the little grey matter, the little grey cells. Right, we're going to put all those together now. I'll do it slowly to begin with. So we're going to have a heel dig, out to the side, back, and a toe tap. A heel dig, side, back, and a toe tap. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. I'm going to go slightly faster. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Bit faster yet. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Heel dig, get into a rhythm. Side, back, toe tap. One more time. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. How was that? Do you feel nicely warmed up? Right, what we're going to do is we're going to go into the main body of the exercise now. The first exercise we're going to do is the squat. It's really important, because this is a functional fitness class, it's really important that the exercises we do can translate into everyday activities. And it's really important to have strong legs if you want to do anything. So the first one we're going to do is a squat. Now a squat is sitting down basically without the chair. A lot of people do that with squatting, but don't let your knees go over. You're in the way a little bit, you know. You're in the way a little bit. Yes, you are. Yes, don't let your knees go over your toes. So you don't have to go down as far as I am. you can just go to there or there. If your thighs and your big gluteal muscles are not very strong, the tendency is to get your knees in like that, and the technique's not very good. Technique is very important. So if you're not strong enough, you don't feel confident enough to do a free squat, get a chair, hold on to it, and just go down a tiny bit. Just leaning back, your weight is on your heels, and then stand up again, and then down like that. I'm going to do freestanding squats. So we're going to do 10 of them. If you can't do 10, just do what you can. Go side. I'll do 5 sideways, so as you can see that my knees don't go over my toes, and then 5 front on, so that you see my knees aren't going in. I usually stick my hands out there to counterbalance me. So we're going to go down. You don't have to go down this far. 1, 2. You can tap your hands behind if you want. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done if you managed to do 10. Next one we're going to do, this is the only one we're not doing 10 reps of. We do this one by time, and it's boxing. So you just have a good stance and have your hands here, and you're just going to punch out. We're going to do it in 3. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Straight out boxing like that. Not like that, not down, just straight out. Let me get my trusty stopwatch on my phone. Stopwatch. Oh no, I'll do the timer, it's easier. 15 minutes, I don't think we want to do it for 15 minutes, do we? It's 30 seconds. Right, are you ready? Adopt a position. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Halfway through. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. I'm getting better at this actually. At last, it used to feel a bit flaily, as if my arms were flailing a bit, but I feel a bit more, as if there's a bit more purpose to them. We're going to have just a slight breather, and then we're going to do it again. So if you're ready, adopt the position. 3, 2, 1, and off we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You're pulling your arms in and out. Basically, you're just pushing your arms in and out, a bit like a piston. Halfway. My left arm's getting a bit tired today. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. Whew. That's quite tiring, that, isn't it? Next one we're going to do is side bends. Oh, my favourite. Not. So, feet slightly wider than hip width apart, just bending to the side. See if you get your knee to your hand to your knee. If you can't, that's fine. Just go as far as you can. Never force anything. And then this arm is going to go over your head if you want it to. You don't have to. You can stay like this. If you're going to put it over your head, keep your arms straight though, so that you're actually using the muscles. It's not just hanging inert. So we're going to go, oh, it's hard today. 1. I really, really don't like this exercise. 2. But it's really good for me, so that's why I keep doing it. 3. It's great for your core. 4. And flexibility. 5. So strength and flexibility is good for 6. Balance as well, I suppose. 7. 8. 9. Oh, 10. Oh dear. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and one more. 10. Hooray, it's finished. Right, we're now going to do 3 lots of arm exercises. Usually I alternate top half and bottom half, but I want to do these arm exercises one after the other because I think they're really good, and I think it's very beneficial to just, I think it's good. First one we're going to do is one arm is up by your ear and the other one is out behind you. You don't rock, it's just your arms that move, and then you change them over. Don't force them. If you can only get your arm to there, that's fine. Don't force it, just let it go to where it's comfortable going. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, this is great for posture. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Next one we're going to do standing with your hands by your arms by your sides. Turn your palms outwards and then bring them up, touch them above your head. I'm just going to go down. So turn, up by your head, turn and down again. And the turning is really good. If you do that, you can feel your shoulder moving. And that's really good to just help the small muscles that hold your shoulder in place, as well as these big muscles at your back. So I'm staying on my knees. You don't have to go on your knees, obviously. So 1, this is really good for posture as well. 2, the other day. 3, when I was out. 4, I just put my hands above my head like that and just walked for a bit. 5, because I have a tendency to sort of stoop forward. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And finally, the last one, have your arms out like this, elbows at 90 degrees, and just touch your elbows together. If you can't get your elbows together, just go as far as you can. I'm going to put mine together and then out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fabulous. The next one is, I quite like this one. This is a balance one. I used to do balance just standing on one leg and getting your other leg waving around and things, but it's a rather artificial way to improve your balance. So this one uses movement. So you're going to go, starting with your right leg. You're going to take 1, 2, 3 steps, and this leg comes up. And then you're going to start with the leg that's up, and you're going to go back, 2, 3, and up. If you can't, if you feel uncomfortable or unsafe going back, turn around, start with the leg that was up, and go 1, 2, 3. Okay? So we're going to do 5 going forward and back, and 5 going to the side. So starting with your right leg, 1, 2, 3, up. Back, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, up. Back, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3. Is this the third one? I think it is. Back, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. If it's really, really easy, do it with your eyes shut. Not necessarily the walking bit. I think this is 5, 3, up. Ooh. Back, 2, 3, up. And then without moving, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, up. And then back, 2, 3, up. And then 1, 2, 3, up. Back, 3, up. That's 2, 2, 3, up. 3, 1, 2, 3, up. Back, 2. Falling over here. I think that's 4. We'll do one more anyway. Wibble wobble, eh? 1, 2, 3. Make it a good one, nice stable one. And then back, 2, 3. Fantastic. I actually find the sideways ones slightly more difficult to do. Right. What we're going to do now, what we're going to do now is a bicep curl. So this is one of the exercises you need the band for. So we're going to stand on the band and anchor your elbow into your waist so that only your forearm can move. Hold the tension, have the tension on the band strong enough so that if you relaxed your arm, it would plonk down. Your forearm should be about 45 degrees. And then you're just going to close your elbow. Your elbow doesn't leave you. It's none of this lifting. It's just, I've seen people do these on the telly doing that. Anchor your elbow. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If it's still really easy at 8, you either need to increase the tension, 9, or get a stronger band, 10. By 8, you should be thinking, I'll be glad when this is over. If you can just do 10 like that without thinking, then either the band is too light or you haven't got enough tension on it, or maybe both. Ready? Next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh. Right, the next one, we need the chair. It's It's funny, I find this one quite hard, but I like it, whereas I find the side bends hard and I don't like it. I don't know why some exercises are nicer than others. This one's called Rock the Boat. And the squats that you were doing were good for your gluteus maximus, but you've also got a medius, gluteus medius and a gluteus minimus, which are more at the side. And this exercise is for them. So you may be able to stride up to a style because you've got strong gluteus maximus and you've got strong thighs. But then when you come to get your leg over, excuse the expression, come to climb over the style, your leg can't, you're having to lift your leg with your arm because these muscles aren't strong enough. So you're just going to put just lift your leg like that. You're not twisting and your foot is pointing forward. And then you're going to bring it down and the other one goes up. So that's why it's called Rock the Boat. So, and you're lifting and placing down. Don't kick it up and don't let gravity pull it down. So you're lifting and down. That's 1, 2, 3. Find this one really beneficial. 4, 5, 6. It's starting to burn a bit now. 7, 8. Ooh. 9. 10. Oh. Ooh, I always find that one quite tough. And that one never gets any easier because as you get fitter, you can just lift your leg higher. So it's always difficult, that one. Right, I'm going to let you sit down now. Another band one, not B-A-N-N-E-D. Although some people think it should be band. Right, so you're sitting at the front of the chair and your feet are out in front of you, heels on the ground, toes pulled back. Loop the band around your instep. Try and keep it on your instep so it doesn't ping back, and try and keep your toes pulled back. Keep it in dorsiflexion, okay? And walk your hands down the band so that you've got quite a lot of tension on the band, okay? So I'm going to move my chair so that you can see what I'm doing with the arms, because people get confused about this. Right, so your feet are always on the floor. Don't try and take the heels off the floor, because that's just not possible. And you're just going to pull your arms back. You're not lifting. Your hands are you're holding them as if you're holding a dog's lead. And they're just skimming your thighs and coming back. Just holding them there. Try and squint your shoulder blades together. That's 1, 2, what am I doing, Beb? 3, 4. If you don't have a band, just do the motion, just do the arm movements. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Right. The last one before we go into our high intensity. Don't let that put you off. Don't let that frighten you. So we're going to do another squat, but we're going to do a sumo squat, which helps the medius and the minimus glutes again. So rather like feet is sort of like an ordinary squat, but have your feet wider than hip width apart and have them out at 45 degrees. And it's like the squat insofar as your knees don't come over your toes. So you're going back again, but you're going more down. So we're going to go. Ready? We're going to do 10. So 1. See you go down and touch the floor. 2. I need longer arms for that. 3. You don't need to go right down. Just go as far as you can. 4. And maintain good technique. 5, you can press your bum, you can feel those muscles working. 6, and your thigh muscles. 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh. Quite tough, isn't it? Ooh. Right. We always end the class with 3 bouts of 20 seconds of high intensity interval training, it's called. So what you're going to do is you're going to do for 20 seconds, you're going to be really giving it some welly. So tiny little steps running on the spot. Get your legs, your feet are hardly moving, leaving the floor. Tiny, tiny little steps. Get your arms going as well. Some people try and get their arms going at the same speed. They won't go the same speed. Don't hunch. Okay, you're going to do that for 20 seconds and then rest for 40 seconds. I'm going to do that 3 times. If you've got any worries, puffing now, any worries about your heart, if you develop chest pains or you feel terribly breathless, you can't breathe or anything like that, either don't do it at all or stop immediately. But I don't need to tell you that because you're intelligent people. He's very antsy today. I don't know what it is. No, come on, there's nobody there. Come on, off you get. Right, so are you ready to keep going? I don't do this one with you because I can't do the stopwatch and do it at the same time. So if you're ready, on your marks, set, off you go. You're going up to bed. You're going up to bed. Come on. Yeah. 17, 18, 19, 20, stop. So you've got 40 seconds of rest now. So if you're new to this and you would you subscribe to my YouTube channel? That would be very kind of you. And like this class, that would be good as well. What am I doing here? Oh yes. What I'll do is I'll count you down when there's 5 seconds to go, so that I don't suddenly spring it on you. So we're nearly there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off you go. "17, 18, 19, 20. Stop. Right. Underneath in the comments section, there are 3 links. The first one is to buy me a coffee. So if you've liked the class, if you want to, you can buy me a coffee to show your appreciation. The link will take you to that page. There's no obligation to. There's also a link to my Over 50 Fitness Facebook page. I may not get this in before the 40 seconds is up. My Over 50 Fitness Facebook page. I'll count you down again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off you go. "17, 18, 19, 20. Fabulous. Did you manage all 3? That's great. If you did, it's great. If you only managed 1, it's fantastic that you tried it. Right, as I was saying, yes. So there's the Buy Me a Coffee link. There's the Over 50 Fitness Facebook page link, which is a public page, so anybody can join it. There's a link to that. There's quite a lot of information on there. And when I get any information about fitness or anything, I post it there. And there's also an Over 50 Fitness Facebook group that has just started, and that's a private group. And if you want to get on that, you have to ask my permission. And that's just for like-minded people and things. The other thing is, not tomorrow, but a week tomorrow on the 3rd, I think it's the 3rd of December, I'm doing, I suppose it's a webinar, isn't it? I'm doing a Zoom chat with question and answer. I'm talking about walking, and then I'll do about a 50-minute talk on walking, and then there'll be room for questions afterwards. And the link is going to be on the Over 50 Fitness Facebook group in the features section. So if you want to join that, that's 2 o'clock next Friday. So if you want to join that, feel quite free. I think that's all I've said. I think that's all I've got to say. And we can go into the stretching now. What does that say? Thanks, Rosemary. Oh, Diane, you retracted your message. Right. It's typical, isn't it? I've got 12 people now that I've posted that. Right. Yes, stretching. First stretch we're going to do is, oh yes, I was going to say, if there's any topics that you want me to put a video up about, let me know and I'll do one and put it up on Facebook. There's quite a few topics there, and I've got a few more up my sleeve that I'm going to put on. Right, so stretching the calf, holding onto the back of the chair, front leg is bent, back leg is straight, both heels on the ground, both feet pointing in the same direction, lean forward, and you should feel the stretch at the top of your calf. And then gently bend your back knee. And you should feel the stretch moving down into your Achilles. And then switch legs. Back leg straight, front leg bent. And then gently bend your back knee. And you can feel the stretch moving down into your Achilles tendon. Okay? We're going to stretch the thighs next because they've been doing quite a lot of work. If you want to, you can grab your foot, your ankle, your trouser leg, keep your knees together, standing up nice and straight. You can use it as a balance practice if you want. But if you can't do that, I've prefer this one now. Put your hands behind your back and see if you can kick your hand with your heel. And I like this one. If you're going to do this standing on one leg do that now. If you're going to do this one, which is dynamic, do this one. I like this one because it stretches the front thigh muscle, the quadriceps, but it also works the hamstrings. So it strengthens the hamstrings, which I like. If you're doing the standing on one leg one, switch legs now. If you're doing this one, just keep doing this one. Three, 2, 1. Good one. Right. Next one, we're going to stretch those hamstrings. So you're sitting at the front of the chair, knees at 90 degrees, ankles under your knees. Just check your posture, sitting up nice and straight. And then you're going to put one leg out, toe pulled back, dorsiflexion, and lean forward from the hips, not from the waist. So you're leaning forward. It's sort of leaning forward rather than collapsing down onto your shin. Imagine you've got two eyes staring out of your chest. Oh, if you pull your toe back, it's a bit more ouchy. Oh, and then sitting up. And I'll repeat on the other side. Just check your posture again. Lean forward from the hips, not from the waist. Oh, up we sit. Last one is sitting sideways in the chair. front, so there's no chair here, and this leg stretches out behind. It's just to try and stretch this bit here, your hip flexors. Oh, when I poke there, it's really sore. Don't do it, you may say, but it's sort of beneficial. And then switch around. Up. Okay, next one, standing up. Arms at shoulder height, palms facing forwards. And then you're going to go round the oak tree like that. I don't know why I always say oak tree. It's because they're big, I suppose. And bring your hands to shoulder height and dip your head. And this is really, it's trying to get your shoulder blades apart. But I find it really good for my neck as well. So I have a stiff neck a lot of times. And then if you can, interlink your hands behind your back. If you can't, just try and get your elbows together. If you're interlinking your fingers, just lift your arm up a bit, and that gives you a good stretch across the chest. If you're doing that, same thing, make sure you've got a good stretch across your chest. Just going to have a look at these, what these say. Oh yeah, osteoporosis, Marie, I'll do that. If you're going to join the Zoom class or the Zoom talk, I think I might record it as well. We'll have to see if anybody objects, so that people can see it. But I'll ask for topics, osteoporosis and sarcopenia, good ones. Okay. Next one. Sitting in the chair. See, if I could have 10 to 12 people every week, I might not cancel. I might start doing these again, but I can't guarantee it. Last week there were 5 people and 69 people viewed my video, so you might as well do it. I might as well not do it live. Right. Just look at the floor. Put your hand on your crown and don't push. Just let the weight of your hand push your head down a little bit, but don't actually physically push. Everything is relaxed. And then lift your head. Turn your head to the left as far as it will go. Just your head, not your shoulders, just your head. Put your right hand on the right-hand side of your face or on your chin and try and turn your head back to the center. Really resist though. Resist. Get that tension going in your neck, and then you'll find that you can move your head ever so slightly more to the left. Just keep it there for a few seconds and then bring it back to the center. And then we're going to go to the other side. Left hand side of the face. Try and turn your head to the center. Resist. And then relax and turn your head a bit more. There we go. Right, I'm just going to, don't go away. I'm just going to have a look and see what people are suggesting here. Right, so osteoporosis. Posture. I know you like live, Prue, and I know lots of people like live, but I don't know. Maybe I'll come back in the new year, but I just need a break. Every Wednesday is taken up. Has been taken up, apart from a few breaks. Every Wednesday's been taken up for ages. So I might come back in the new year by popular demand. Osteoarthritis. I'm not so good on osteoarthritis, but I will take a note of that. But anyway, I'll put the link up tomorrow for the Zoom talk. So I hope to see you on Friday the 3rd at 2 o'clock. If I can work the Zoom. You have to be patient with me. I'm not that good on Zoom. Right. Thank you very much. And I'll see you later.